Thanks for your company to our first story. President and founder of Imani Africa, Franklin Cudjoe, says he's receiving threats over his statements concerning the controversial Kelni GVG deal. According to him, highly placed sources from the Ministry of Interior cautioned him about the danger to befall him if he continues to fuel debate on the $89 million deal between the government and the ICT firm. Here's a related Facebook post on Mr. Cudjoe's wall. So it says, source says to take the threat against my person seriously, as words like, quote, let us silence him, and quote, had been used among the mixture of security operatives. So I came to the police. We will see from tomorrow. On News File on Saturday, the Member of Parliament for Pru East, Dr. Kwabena Donko, criticized the Ministry of Communications for awarding a $179 million contract to Kelni GVG without parliamentary approval. Vice President of Policy Think Tank Imani Africa, Selon Brante, was on the Super Morning Show for a discussion on this deal. Here are excerpts.
The definition of real time by the government or by the NCA is something that we need to probe. The reason being that is the real-time definition or the real-time data they are taking, is it the unencrypted data that comes at the level of abstraction of data at the point when I am calling you Daniel and then it's running into the system, or it comes at the point of billing, at which point it is also unencrypted, or after the billing node, where maybe some parts of consumer data might be obfuscated, and then you can pull out that data. We need to be very clear about what real time means. Okay. But do we really even need real time? And I'm going into the technology. Do we even really need real time? We don't. Let me tell you why we don't need real time. All you need to do is to pull periodic reports on a day or a week or a month.
From who? Periodic reports
from the particular system that you are monitoring. And let me tell you why.
And who gives you that data? Is it the telcos or it gets it straight from the system?
So the regulators or the government or those who have been mandated by the Electronic Communications Act 789, I've forgotten the number, are the ones who, if they say that by law they are supposed to do it, nobody has a problem with that. If they say that they have contracted somebody to do that, nobody has a problem with that. But if they say they've contracted Kelni GVG to do that, then some of us as policy watchers and as concerned Ghanaians have a problem. Because Kelni GVG is a company that does not even list any kind of international engineering certification or international engineering accolades. And let me tell you the reason why that is important.
Audit is integrity.
Because it is about integrity. It is about connecting to very secure systems. Up till now, nobody has been able to hack into a telco network. What shows that the introduction of this, and let me tell you something, once you get a SIM card or use a SIM card, it's an agreement between you and the company. It's not an agreement between you and the government.
Derek raised that point. Now, you've made your points about your concerns about Kelni GVG as a company. I wanted to hear that alternative you have.
Now, we are talking about a scenario where we've gone to contract Kelni GVG without any assurance of a benchmark figure or target for which we are going to get revenue. As of now, the tax component that is being used for this revenue assurance activity is the $75 million a year CST tax, right? And we are saying that we are going to spend an initial spend of $63 million plus $1.5 million every month. And note that even when the contract is abrogated for any reason, we'll still be paying half of that for no money, for no work done. That is even another thing altogether, which is a governance issue. We are paying all of that to a company which is coming on the suspicion that we may get more taxes. They might put the system in, and maybe there will be some errors in the revenue declaration, and that maybe the trend lines of that might mean that there will be plus or 5% or maybe plus or 5% more revenue declared.
But you think this can be done with 55,000?
Yes, I'll get to that. Are you trying to tell me that it is worth spending initial 63 million plus the 89 million plus another 89 million to make the total of about 200 something million on the suspicion that you might get some incremental amount of which figure you do not know. Now, if we said that we had that suspicion of an incremental figure that we do not even know, is this the best technology to use? And is this company's profit system the best system architecture to use? Yes or no? So now, if we now say we are going to use Kelni GVG, we are going to pay them this amount. What kind of technology are they providing when they have no known affiliation with any known international telecom company? In fact, if you look at all the other companies that offer these services, you would see the alliances with big companies like Microsoft, IBM, Oracle, SAP, because these are what we call enterprise solutions.
We'll bring you more on that later.